Hi everyone, I'm back week 23, so this is the 2nd of June until the 8th of June, and this week was a much more chilled week compared to the last couple of weeks, so I just sort of got settled back into work and not having to do too much actually, just having a bit of a break because it had been very, very busy recently, and it will get busier now because obviously we're on the countdown to our wedding, so now that those weddings are out the way, it just means that I'm now counting down to my own, so it's quite overwhelming, but this week was quite chilled. And so for this week I wanted to use the Coco Vanilla Studio Storyteller collection because I used it before, I think in 23, in February actually, and it's quite a summery collection and I just really love it, and I wanted to use it because I had quite a few cut aparts and also stickers, and even though I didn't feel like there's that much left of it, it doesn't even feel like I've taken any of it. It even though I used quite a bit on this layout, it still has loads left, but as I said, it's good that they last forever, but obviously I'm always keen to get things out of my stash and used up, so I do try and use as much as I possibly can. So the paper pad that I'm using for this one is the Bloom and Wonder, which is from first edition, and I love this because it's so decorative and so pretty, and they also have quite good textured ones. They've got glittery ones, they've got pearlescent ones, and yeah, I just really love them. So they're very summery. This one in particular is summery, and they're very, just as I said, decorative and very intricate, so I enjoyed using those. So the first photo is actually a picture of this horse. So Joe and I do this walk not every day but every other day, not necessarily together, but it's our sort of go-to walk when we want to go for an hour's walk around, and the horse that we pass, he's been obviously in the winter months, he's been away and things, but now that it's nice weather, he's out in the grass, and he's really friendly, and he comes up to the gate, and I always give him a little stroke if I see him, if he's there, and I managed to get a picture. I didn't mean to, but he had his tongue sticking out, and I just thought it was so cute. So it was the best photo I've taken of a horse, I think, but it's just so funny. So I'm just going to use some of the little cut aparts. There's a little best ever labels cut apart, and then a little flag one that says "so sweet," and I'm going to use some of the little word stickers that says hashtag selfie, so I just put that under the best ever, so it says like best ever selfie, which I thought was nice, and I'm going to use my little printed labels so I can write a little bit about that horse. And then the second photo on this one is actually a picture of my wedding prep album. So I am fully done with Canada now. I've done all the flip throughs and everything like that. The only thing is I just have to do some little decorative bits that I would do off camera and stuff, just inks and messy stuff that I have to lay it out and things, but I'm pretty much done with it. So now I've moved on to start finishing my wedding prep album. So obviously I've still got bits going on for it, so I'm trying to catch up and trying to get all of it done so that by the time my wedding comes round it is done. And so maybe the week after my wedding I can just tidy it up a little bit, add some little bits from the couple of days beforehand, and then it'll be done. I don't want it to carry on much further on from after the wedding, because once the wedding's over with, I definitely want to try and make a good start on my travel scrapbooks, because I've got so much going on for the wedding in terms of the photos, and then obviously the honeymoon and stuff like that. I'm just really keen to not leave those projects too long, so if I can crack on with my travel scrapbooks after the wedding, then I know I can sort of get through quite a bit, because I haven't got as busy end of the year, so I know I can sit down and just get them done basically. So I'm just really keen to get this scrapbook done as such, get my wedding prep album done, and it is pretty much there. There's just little bits like I need to do little titles, do some journaling, and just stick some stickers on and stuff like that. It's really not a flashy album that I spend hours doing embellishments and stuff like that. It's just a lot of documenting and getting dates right and stuff. So it's coming along nicely. So I'm using a little border strip that I cut down so I can put it at the bottom there, and again I'm using this little tag that says love this, and there was a sticker that says born to create, which I thought was perfect, and alongside a little flag heart as well at the top. So this is where I got a little bit stuck. So I didn't have any photos. I definitely could have printed another one. I don't know why I didn't think about it. I've learned that when you're really stuck for photos, there's always something going on that maybe it seems a bit too trivial to include, but actually it's something that you look back on. And like, for example, this week we were watching the Bridgerton, the new Bridgerton series coming out, the season 3, and I actually got Joe into it this year, so it's quite nice for him to watch it with me. However, because of his shifts and stuff, we don't always get to watch it every evening because he does go to bed quite early, and it just means that we've got to wait till a suitable time for us both to watch it now that he's into it. So yeah, it's nice that we can sit down and watch it together, but I could have definitely included that. I don't know why I didn't, but anyway, it doesn't matter, it's fine. I have documented elsewhere that I love Bridgerton and stuff like that, so it's not like it's never in any of my project life. But instead I'm just playing around with all these cut apart, so I really did not know what to put. I was going to put that large love sticker, cut apart, in my date box, which is what I'm currently looking at, but I decided not to. I didn't like it on that colour. So instead I'm going to use that Snap Happy one to go at the top there alongside this strip of cameras, and that's pretty much everything that's going to go on my title card. And as I said, the bottom right pocket I just sort of makeshift with a load of cut parts and bits and pieces. As I said, I could have printed off another photo, but I didn't. So I just played around with cut parts and things. So yeah, that's why this video is a little bit longer, because I really got a bit stuck. I didn't know what to do, and yeah, eventually I'm happy with it. I feel like I probably could have backed some bits on black paper just to make them stand out a bit more, but it's fine as it is. It's absolutely fine. It goes with the layout and stuff like that. So yeah, so it was quite a chilled beginning of the week. I had a little bit busier towards the end of the week, and I actually got out the house and did some other bits and things, but yeah, it's been a relatively chilled week compared, as I said, to the previous weeks. So the next layout is pretty much just my Friday and Saturday, because I was at work pretty much most of the week. I worked Sunday through to Thursday, because no, that's not right. Sorry, no, Thursday, I worked Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, had Wednesday off. No, I worked Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, had Thursday off, and then was at work Friday, Saturday. So I only had one day off because I did actually do some overtime. So yeah, again, I say I'm so busy, but I end up signing up for more work, which is a bit counterproductive. But I'm just conscious, obviously, as I said, the wedding and the honeymoon and other bits and pieces that we've got going on. If I've got some overtime opportunity, I'm going to take it, because you never know when you don't have that opportunity. And when I don't have anything going on and Joe's not at home, I might as well earn an extra bit of money. So I pretty much spent the rest of the week at work, apart from in the evenings, I suppose, doing some scrapbooking and going for some walks and stuff. But as I said, Friday and Saturday is my next part, but there is actually one photo that I spent my day off doing. So yeah, it's, as I said, it's just a chilled sort of time at the moment. The wedding, obviously our weddings back then, this was like 6 weeks time, so it was quite nice to have those weddings and then have a bit of a break before our wedding, because you do get a bit wedded out. They're long days, they're really long days. Obviously you're up getting ready and you're excited, and then obviously you actually have the wedding and you have a wedding reception, and then afterwards you're sort of still buzzed, so you're still sort of staying up late, and then the next day you're tired, so it does take it out of you. So I can imagine being the bride and groom on the day and feeling very overwhelmed and obviously very tired at the end of it. So, and I think speaking to Joe's sister after this, she said she just wanted time just to chill out, and that's why I'm so glad after our wedding we've actually got not the weekend of our wedding, but we go back to work for a couple of days, and then we actually go away just to the Dales, in the Yorkshire Dales, just in a little secluded lodge in the middle of nowhere, where we can just take some food, take some drinks, go for walks, go to some food and stuff like that, and just be together and just not have anything to do and just talk about the wedding and just be involved with each other, I suppose, because it's very overwhelming. Obviously after the wedding we'll stay at the venue the night of the wedding, and then we'll go back to my parents just to say hello, and then we're going to stay in a nice hotel in the area, and that's where we'll probably open our cards and stuff like that and just sort of spend the evening together, and then stay there. Then we travel home on the Saturday. I'm off the Sunday, but I don't think Joe is, and then I go back to work for 4 days, and then it's our long weekend, and as I said, we go away to the Dales for the weekend. So yeah, it's just nice to have that weekend to decompress, not have to do anything, and just we're obviously not going on honeymoon until November, so it's quite nice to have a little bit of a gap, and then then you've got the excitement of the honeymoon coming up. So that's what I'm going to spend the rest of my year doing. Basically, my August, September, and October is planning the honeymoon. So it is pretty much all there, but it's just some day-to-day bits and stuff that I need to book, but I can't book just yet because it's a bit too far in advance. But yeah, so I've just waffled on for a long time. So I hope you enjoyed this part, and I'll be back soon. Bye.